a year. Well, that would be 20 times more than we're collecting from the oil and gas sector now. 20 times more he wants us to give to people than we're collecting. To the market, he paid $50 for an apple, and it's 3 months over $1,000. And we should stop building all the pumps and give the subsidy to the people to produce mangoes.
Friend working hard.
Well, you don't understand a couple of things about that. One, the apple is produced and you wash it and save it. It's an industry, so you get it all year round. We got mango season. When the mango's done, the prices just go up. I know that historically, when the mango season done. But he wants us to stop building all the pumps. And next year, because there are 20 something of those pumps that are being put in place, 20 something that will help to save the farmers. I remember the same thing. The Guyana Human Rights Association, Starbuck News, the Guyana Association of Professional Engineers were opposed to me when I was president doing the Hope Canal. I used to go with Shadi Jagan every rainy season in the Manhattan, Mykonia Bar area. People are flooded because we had to release water from the conservancy in the river. We couldn't take it into the Atlantic. They were opposed to it. They said we must not build that canal. Since the canal has been open, we've never had another flood in those areas where we've had to release, caused by the release of water from the conservancy. We spent 60 million US on that canal, but we saved in a single crop maybe 25 million US because the farmers used to lose their rice. People have to learn to think long term. So they're saying roads. I was giving another example. Some comrades, I went out in the community and they said to me, we ain't get nothing since the government come in, the PDP, we support the PDP. We ain't get nothing yet. We just built a road for 50 million in front of 30 houses. That means you spent over $1 million per household to give them a better road there that if would have never done it, and they would have had to walk on this one down all the time. But they don't see that as part of the improvement in the lives, as the president said. Everybody wants something more. In the same vein, we hear a lot about teachers' strike and give more to the public servants. We've pointed out that we've increased the budget for wages and salaries since we got into office for public servants by about $30 billion more. But you have workers all around the country. You have farmers who have to get help, miners who have to get help, bauxite workers who have to get help. People in every sector have to get help, not just in the public service. On the other hand, we have done quite a bit of changes in the public service itself. Take, for example, education. We have increased the budget from $52 billion in 2019 to $135 billion in education. That is a 160% increase. It's not just wages. It is funding, training opportunities, better classroom. It's new schools because we want to deliver a first world type of education. That shows a commitment to education. It doesn't just pay every cent. So if we give all of it to teachers' salaries And then the same thing, you don't have classrooms, you don't have the roof leaking, etc. People are going to complain about that. We're spending now nearly $700,000 for child in the private sector. If you send your child to private education, in a year you will pay the fees will be 300,000, less than half of what the state is going to spend this year per child, because we've outlined this goal. In the health sector, the increase has grown from 30-something billion to $130 billion, an increase of 260%. That is in a 4 years period. And why? Because right now we're building 12 new hospitals and we're putting in place rehabilitative hospitals right across the country, the older ones. In Linden, we're inaugurating a new hospital, we're spending $30 million to upgrade the Linden Hospital. But here in Burmese, you'll have 2 state-of-the-art type of hospitals. So the pensioners, and then go there too. We're not only doubling the wage pension in the 5 years of promise, but the pensioners who may need better health care, they can go there. And the people who may not need a CT scan doesn't have to pay for it to go to Georgetown to get it. It will be free. That's why you have to have a long-term vision for this country. So we must be careful. Everybody becomes populist. Oh, we got to get more money all the time. But if we do that, now spend every cent. And this is the absolute philosophy. When we say we have a long-term plan, they used to say when we say the word we, that we need Indians. When I say we, I mean PPP, which is a part Afro. Like Simona proves that we spent probably $70 million for 2 of our kids that were not even the scholars, but we have now 20-something thousand, 27,000 people on the Gold Scholarship Program now studying. 27,000 children right across the country, all 10 regions of Canada. It's a difference. Norton wants us, he said, if I win, we'll support your rent. We don't want people to rent, we want them to own. That's why we have a housing program. If you come to the PPP, we're different. We're not going to rent, we want everybody to own a house in this country, their own home. When we say we want to create wealth for people, we mean you must get a house, you must get a car, you must have a vacation, all of this. People at the top, we want the businessmen to grow, to create more jobs. We're pro-private sector. Of course we're pro-private sector because we want them to invest more and create better jobs. They practically destroy the private sector. The miners, as the president told you, the miners, you promise them, and this brings me to another issue, they promise trustworthiness. What is the currency of a political party? What's the only thing that you can believe in a party? It's not how people look who run the party. It's not how they look, their ethnicity, etc. It is their program, not just how much they can promise, because everybody can promise. Glenn Lau could promise you the moon and the star. You got all kinds of some who are trying to challenge us, but they better be cautious. They gotta come right. So it's a free country politically, but he may have interpreted our being quiet as a sign of weakness. It's not so. When the right time comes, we'll deal with them. But you have others who talk all the time, every day, outdoing each other for promises, making promises. So, is it the promise that you judge a party by, or by its delivery on the promises? Abdul made promises in 2050, everything under the sun. They would clean up corruption. They ended up 3 years did not submit their statements to the Integrity Commission. Now we have charged several Abdul ministers. Patterson is before the court. Now he's charged because he took an unsolicited bid contrary to our procurement act to the cabinet and awarded the contract. That's illegal by law. He's before the court. The same Patterson awarded a contract, this ministry awarded a contract to one of their consultants.
Anyway, guys, I'm ending the broadcast here. Again, you can join NCN. They'll be continuing the live.
Jordan has been charged for corruption because they sold
the rest of the vice president's speech.
US dollars for tens of thousands of dollars.
They sold NCN and all these other live broadcasts that are happening here. And that's it for me.
The ownership of the land without collecting a cent. We've got to take back all those lands. Look at Wales. They gave out all the lands at Wales. We have now land to build 14,000 house lots for people. We're taking it back here, right there, so that the people in Region 3 can get it. They gave it all out. But what's happening now? The courts of this country, we can't even get one of them tried so far. They've been charged almost 3-4 years. You bet if it was a PPP minister, they would have already tried him and convicted him as they tried to do in the past when they had no evidence of corruption. The same thing is happening with the Commission and International COI concluded that the